Another session of the Real Earl Show. My name is Eugene, and my guest today is Fiifi LatteX. Now, if you are in Tarkwa, you already know him. He's a musician. I've got a couple of questions for him on today's episode. But before we start with everything, can you please tell us a little about yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Clement Aji, known in the music scene as Fiifi LatteX.
Okay,
I'm an award-winning artist who reside in Tarkwa. Yeah, that's Fiifi LatteX.
an award-winning artist.
Yeah.
How many awards have you won so far?
Okay. Last year I won Western Music Award, Best Collaboration of the Year with Calvin Boy, and I think I've won a couple of awards in Wasaman Music and Business Award. Yeah.
That's a pretty huge achievement. And then Fiifi LatteX, that's your nickname or stage name.
That's the stage name.
How did you get that name?
Okay, I'm a Friday born, and that's the reason why I'm called Fiifi. And I schooled at Obuasi Tech. I think during our time, we had a show that I think it was a variety show. So everybody was given the opportunity to come and show what he or she has gotten. And I used to sing, I used to rap during the day. So during my performance, they'll be like, "Hey, latest rapper in town, latest musician, like latest," and that was the name.
Oh, so
Yeah, so it became
that's the
part
story
of
behind it.
yeah,
As a musician, in your own words, how would you define music?
music. Okay, so I see music to be something that is harmonic, or something that consists of harmonies and rhythms, and a content that makes someone remember, or it's something that speak about life, or makes people, active in terms of the rhythms and things that is made up of the music. So it makes people, remember things they've that has happened in their lives. Yes. So I'll put music simply, something that is harmonic and something that consists of content or lyrics that we live in our daily life. So it's a medium that speaks about people's life. Yeah, let me put it that way.
Right, that's a pretty good explanation. And then, when did you start making music?
Okay. I think from I started professionally at Obuasi, so that was when I go to the studio and I started as a recording artist. Yeah. That was 2015.
2015.
Yeah.
Wow, so almost 10 years, right? Or it's been 10 years.
Something like that.
And what type of music do you do?
Me, I'm into music, anything music that consists of rhythm. I'm into anything music.
So anything music.
Yeah.
You are a musician, anything music. So
Musician.
that means you can do reggae.
I can do reggae.
Do you have a reggae
Depending on,
track?
not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. But
Right.
depending on what comes on mind, depending on the beat, I can ride on.
You can rap, you can sing, anything.
I used to rap during my school time, but then
Right.
I'm not so much into rap now. Yes. So if you hear my rap, maybe it depends on how the situation is. Sometimes I feel like pouring out something. I mostly use rap. Yes. But then I've switched from rap a long time ago.
Why have you switched from rap?
Oh, because I feel music is dynamic, and it's not necessarily for one to stay in one part.
Right.
Music is something that's broad. So I feel like if you can express yourself in many ways, why can't you? Feel free to do.
Okay, so how many tracks do you have out there so far?
Okay, I think more than 10
More
for now.
than 10
Yeah.
for now. And how many albums too?
Not yet. I'm yet to listen an album.
Okay,
Yeah.
so out of the 10 tracks or 10 or more tracks you have released, what's your favorite one of your what's your favorite track so far?
Every song of me is my favorite.
Okay. So can I choose my favorite track from you?
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Oh wow.
My favorite track of you is Concise.
Concise. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
really like that song.
Okay.
I really like what you did on that song, the beat, the rap. Oh yeah, on that track, Concise,
Uh,
you said something, and I quote,
okay. Okay.
you said Kweku hype na ne bloggers.
Yeah.
And shout out to Easy Man and Vice Man. Thank you
Yeah.
for the content. When you are in the
Song
concert,
concert. Yeah.
who is that one you are you talking about?
He knows himself.
He knows himself.
Yes, he's also into blogging and stuff,
Yeah, but I don't know.
Mm,
I don't think a lot of people know who you are talking about.
about yes.
So who is that person?
Yeah, so if me and you get issue,
Hmm.
I have so many ways to address for you to know that I'm talking to you indirectly. So
Yeah,
okay, send me the equity behind the neura. Into
of
neura
course
na
I
de.
know.
I don't
Mhm.
know then you quit and you get me. So
Right.
he knows that this is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we the public we want to know.
I can't mention it.
Why can't you mention it? That is
Because I made that line for a particular person
right.
and he's a blogger, so he should know.
How many bloggers do we have in Tarkwa here?
There are many.
There are many.
Yeah. But
Really?
these are few that I mentioned.
Okay, but Cyril, as your fan, I want to
You
know
want to know?
who that person is.
I think that one will be later. Backstage, you talk about the person.
Right. So since he won't mention the person, guys, if you know the person he's talking about, please comment, okay? And then your catchphrase, quantity forget, quality
Quality
the
the
best.
best. Yeah.
How did you get that phrase or how did you come about with
I
it?
can't even memorize. I can't even recall how that thing came about. But then I feel like before you do anything, you have to get a trademark
Yeah,
that symbolizes who you are, that symbolizes what you want to do, or that defines you.
yeah.
You understand? So that's how this quantity forget quality the best came about. So I can't recall what I put together to bring out such, yeah.
Are you Golden City's music Jesus?
Not necessarily Golden City music, Jesus, but you see, most of these words you come across during the rap songs. Rap is something, that you can feel
Are you
free to
scared to
brag
say
out.
you are?
Oh, not necessarily Jesus, because I can't be Jesus.
Right.
Jesus is more than me. But
Hmm.
in rap, I am punching. It's just a punchline that should tell you that I have something in me that maybe that differentiates me than other people. You
Okay,
understand?
okay.
So,
Yeah. As a musician, what are the challenges you face?
that one day, a bit chow. That one day, a bit chow. And I think every musician knows that financially, it's we struggle to finance the things that we do, especially when you are about to release song. Have to after the releasing, you have to do promotion and would like to, go beyond your normal boundaries. You would like to go to other towns and cities for promo, and it all consists of money. You understand?
Right.
So one, financially, and secondly, I think we need the connection. We need the connection from people who knows or who can connect us to the gems, to the gatekeepers, to the people that if we contact them, it will be smooth for us to
Yeah, I
reach
get
to
what
the
you're
top.
saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So these are some of the major challenges that you know.
So far only those two challenges,
Oh,
financial,
it's many, but these are the major
major ones.
people.
Right.
Yeah.
And then is it true that Takwa people don't support talent, especially when it comes to music?
Tribal people do support.
They do support.
They do support those who understand music, those who understand what we are doing. You can't say they should all support what we are doing. You
Right.
understand? Because, but me, I feel like no, you can't live without music. So why can't you support somebody who is doing same thing as the people you used to listen to? You understand?
Yeah.
I don't know how they see us and how they see them too, but me, I think, in my opinion, I feel like we are in a community whereby we have our main occupation that people are into, and that's one factor that is hindering our growth as musicians in this town. You
Right.
understand? So I feel like those who knows what we are doing are supporting. I can't blame anyone for not supporting, but you, for instance, calling me here, you know the reason, the motive of calling me here.
Yeah, of
You
course.
understand? Yes. So that's how I'll put it. Yeah.
Okay. Would you consider yourself as the best musician in Tarkwa?
As the best musician in Tarkwa,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I am among of the best musicians in Tarkwa.
But you wouldn't consider yourself as the best among all of them.
Me, I, I don't go for titles. You understand? But I'm always trying to let everybody know that without me being among of your selection, then it work.
Right. So what you are trying to say is top five musicians or top three musicians in Tarkwa. You are among the list, right?
Definitely,
Top three,
definitely.
right? Why can't you tell yourself that you are the best?
I'm not the best.
So who do you think is the best?
The best is yet to be discovered. The best will tell you is the best, or he or she is the best. But I
Right.
mean, like I said, I don't go for title, but I always be happy if I hear my name among the best musicians.
What plans do you have for this year concerning your music?
Okay, actually, I have a particular song that I was about to release, but then due to one or two reasons, may hold on because I have to do certain things around that song. Yeah,
Okay.
so I've intentionally hold that music, and until then, if it comes, I think it's going to be blast. So I think promotion wise, we are trying to go beyond our previous promotion that we have done earlier. So expect nothing but the best.
So you don't plan on putting out any albums this year?
Okay, it's part of my plans though because I have a couple of songs that I feel like these are some of the songs you have to release for the people to add to their playlist, and I have some selection, some playlists that I have done, and I think it will be better if, like what you said, if I gather it and release it as an album, it will be nice. So I'm planning on certain such thing.
Right. Would you like to be signed to a record label, or
Why
you
not?
want to be an independent artist?
Why not? I'll be happy if a big record label comes for me.
Right.
Not just a record label, but
A big one.
a big one.
How do you handle negative comments?
Negative comments. It serves as a fuel for growth. I just take the positive, I turn it to positivities.
Really?
Yeah. Because you can't do away with negativities. So me, I see it as a fuel for growth. I say I'm not doing well. I will say to myself, I'm doing well. Maybe you are not seeing, and people have eyes, people have ears that they see what we are doing. Nti nkɔfo 50 akɛdɛ I'm doing well, and 12 akɛdɛ menyɛ good at maybe there's an issue and I have to try and fix it. As I said, that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean I'm doing the wrong thing. But all these negative comments, we learn something from it and turn it to positivities. Understand?
Yeah. That's very nice. And then, what are your long-term goals for your music career? Let's say 10 years from now, where do you want to see yourself?
Oh, killer. That time now I boom. A baby I watch it do. Oh no, show watch it do. Later, some can I tell for ready do. Or a pedo boom style be. when the Fiifi LatteX like claim big stages. When the legends also all for, and these are some of the things I'm at target, and now Afisi say so now or could be or represent Tarkwa, then they will be mentioning my name.
Right, and I really hope that dream comes true. If you could collaborate with any big artist, who would that be?
Big artist
Yeah,
in Ghana
in Ghana.
or in the
Let's say
whole
in Ghana.
in Ghana. Peter
Peter or
Peter Family,
Family. Really?
Family one and Sarkodie Stone Boy.
Right, those three. What about international?
International. Could also from the international, the meaning will be a feature style review from
Okay.
Nigeria to Europe. See, I found that me a Bena boy, come on, me a Rima, come on, your call, a so on Zona, me a Kendricka, come in the budget, me Kendrick can come in the budget,
The dream is big.
come in the budget.
Let's
But
come.
in them times,
Right, let's come locally. In our town here,
okay.
who would you like to feature?
Feature, I would like to feature black metal and I think a couple of guys are doing well, but then for now,
Only black
I'll
metal.
choose black metal for now.
Yeah, we can make it happen this year, right?
Oh yeah, I think we are talking about bringing a collaboration
Okay.
together.
Right. Have you ever performed on a stage before?
Oh yeah, I do perform on stages.
How was the experience so far? The best one?
The best one. Okay, even I think this year, the inauguration of the stadium, I think I was the first performer during the night. I was the first performer. So the feeling was great, and I was even amazed to be called amongst the few people that they brought on stage. Yeah, so I was amazed, and I think it was through my hard work that got me there.
That's a nice achievement. And what's your worst stage performance so far?
Worst stage performance.
Yeah.
Worst stage performance. Not yet.
You haven't had any worst
Not
stage
yet.
performance?
Not yet. Not yet. Not that
Okay.
worst. Yes.
Music aside, what else do you do
That
apart from music?
I do something aside music, but then I wouldn't love to disclose it on camera.
Oh, okay. So right now, who would you like to give shout out to?
Oh, shout out to Tradian Point and Coupon.
Right.
Number one, my mom, my dad, and my fans. Anyone supporting Fiifi LatteX brand. Yeah.
That's a pressure, no, as a rapper. Man, takwampu carry.
Carry. Manta quality here.
Right. That was my last question for today's episode. And before you go, would you like to freestyle for us, or you don't feel like it?
Make a freestyle now. I'm trying to have to when I'm releasing now.
Right. So I guess you are done, right? Or
We are done. We are
you
done.
are done. Yeah.
So that's just by the way.
Right. My name is Eugene once again, and my guest today is Fiifi LatteX. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you.